Hello everybody. Well, we're back again. Just cause doing one favor for one brother Nucollector. After he saw the challenge build, his question is, how do I get these suckers to lift? Even these mini trucks, how I get them lifted, how I lift them up, how do I get them on this stuff? And I'm like, I told him, because I was talking to him last night, and I told him, you know what? I'll do a video for you. I'll walk through, show you how I do it, even explain a few things, how I do it and stuff. I mean, we're gonna go a little deep into this thing. I mean, for example, I get, motor, we get in stance, we get, exhausts that I put on them, custom exhaust, did a little custom paint, chop the top, stuff like that. But cannot open this one. I kind of was unable to screw them down, and the screw wouldn't quite fit in there, so I had to glue them. So this thing is pretty solid, but lucky for you today, we're gonna go to the old cousin, the Datsun. This product, I never glue them down, so we're gonna, open them up, check them out, take a look at them a little bit. This one I went customize them kind of like that one, I get them all full blown customized. This one, I get one suicide twisted up little shifter knob with a skull head on them. Paint the seats, paint the steering wheel, the lights, that kind of stuff. Nothing fancy with the window. This one, the basic body, I painted black, the fenders, the side mirrors, but other than that, all stock, all minty, all fresh. Now, the base, in other hand, is a little different. One, how I can explain this is, I lined up the wheels how I want it to sit, basically, as like would be this truck. I lined up the wheels where I want them, and then from there, I basically marked down the frame. Hence why you see this one's all black. It's because I marked the frame. I kind of drilled away at it at the base where you can't really see on this one, but if you look really good inside there on my Chevy, you can kind of see I never paint the basic bottom. You can see where I drilled the sides, and this one kind of was able to somewhat screw because it had room. Basically where I get these lift bottoms is, well, you guys know these ones, just trucks. Well, they come with the lift on them, as well as, this is my whole segment that I like to do, is I take a lifted vehicle and I drop them. I take a dropped vehicle and I lift them. I like to give them a swap, I lift something that you normally never lift. And I like to be, I like to be unique. I like to be different. I don't like to be like everybody else. I'm not one to be the same as everybody else. So, I make them different. On top of the fact, this was my first build on the lifting part. As you can see on the inside, you can see where I glued it, where I drilled, where I mounted the posts, where I, got them stuck. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love the way it looks, but again, I'm gonna have to kind of crack them open and kind of do what I did to this, is add these little, like, little flare blockers, like wheel well blocker kind of deal, which I've also had stuck on that, which you can kind of barely see inside there. And, well, I had to mock them up a little bit, get them situated, get them basically in there just a little bit more better, just to where it blocks what you don't want to see, which is all of that stuff in there. We just block them. That's what we do. We just gonna block them. Basically, that's what those, we use that for. Other than that, it's like any other custom that we do. You just slap them together. See how it makes it look all like it's normal, how it's supposed to be. And then, boom. I mean, it's just basically trial by error. You find where you want it. You cut. You glue. You drill. Kind of like what I did with these. There's also center post right here where it pokes up. You gotta line them up, drill, find that perfect, make sure it's lined in. The only difference is this one, it all lined up just right, and it's sitting just right. I mean, I'm gonna have to glue them, but I might do more to it. Who knows? I don't know. I mean, I like them how it is. This one, I was happy with what I had. Only problem was mocking it up was a little rough. I had to cut at the very base of this. I had to cut into the base bottom of it, the base frame. And when I was drilling for the side post, I kind of went a little too much. So I had to kind of make some putty. Well, because I wanted to give them a little, like, as soon as this thing gas from the front end gonna lift kind of deal, the back can sink like most trucks, hot rods, etc., etc. And then you just kind of go from there. That's what I kind of did with this, and just drew some exhaust, drilled them into where I put some, what is that? What did I use? Milliputty, that's the one. Yeah. Basically, I just grabbed some of this, 2 parts, mix them together, boom. Then you let them dry and harden, and you just shape them, and that's kind of what I did, just shape it to where it would hold the back end just right, and give it that right stance where the back's higher and the front is more down low, ready for just send it, just for send them. As well as on this one, I kind of cut into the sunroof, open it up a little bit. I painted the back window because I kind of wanted it to have like a tinted back window kind of effect. Painted the interior. This right here, you're probably thinking that you see in the bed, oh, that ain't green. In actuality, that is green. It's a combination between a green pearl and a crystal pearl. So this right here is a light green, and the top part is the same, but the same paint that I used for my interior as well as for my Impala and my Chevy hauler. I used that exact same paint for the interior because I like the way that green pops, and I kind of light dusted going around here, but I got heavy towards the back because I was like somewhat, I don't know, I was rushing myself a little bit, and shot it with some clear, and then painted up the back with the back lights, shot it with clear again. When I did that, this pot kind of got all kind of hammer jam kind of action, got all messed up, but it's a truck, gotta run them hard, gotta go, just send it. And that's what I basically did with this. And I went with the black rims on this one because I was like, oh, it's kind of got a theme, black and green, but a little bit of chrome for a motor, and for the exhaust, I wanted kind of looked like this thing is ready for fly. But again, I want to tell you, I like my truck, but brother Nucollector's truck is, his truck is hands down, it's bad. It is a sick truck. I like what he did to him. That thing is sick. And you know what? I don't know what you guys think. I mean, you guys think I won? I mean, you guys might want to check his channel. Go check him. Because, I mean, kind of simple. But just the way I went at it, I'm used to making lift builds. So it's kind of, I guess, a normal or comfortability for me. To where I'm comfortable. But I went a little further, you know. I threw exhaust in them, did a motor swap, pop open the sunroof, kind of gave a small kind of tint to them, light frost paint on top, not really painting or repainting the body because, again, like I said, I like the green flames. I didn't want to frost it too much on top because I still had some of the green flames on top. Wasn't feeling too much the center, that's why I kind of frosted the center as much as I could. But I wanted to leave where you can see the flames, as well as, you know, I just wanted it to be different, but yet look like there's a brada down in Hawaii with one sick sand truck or one sick truck ready for go, ready for send them. But, I mean, not much to it. I mean, FYI, they look like they're about the same. Not necessarily, not all of them are the same. Like for the mini trucks, you got to look for certain vehicles or certain trucks that have slightly smaller wheelbase. You know, I mean, gotta move that up. I mean, you gotta look for the size of the base itself, and you just kind of, you know, match and check to see if it lines up just right, you know, where you want it to sit, because some are just a tad bigger, some are a little bit smaller. So I suggest, don't just get one, don't just get two, you might want to get a couple of these. And trust me, I have a lot of them. I love my lifting, and I love doing the lift to drop to lift. And, you know, I plan on doing more videos on it, and I'd love for you guys to come join me. So, you know, I mean, there's nothing much to the whole lift and drop builds that I be doing. I mean, this is one right here. This was my lift to drop to lift build. I posted it on my Instagram. I did this one. I think maybe the wheels were for this one. I'm not too sure. Pretty sure. But yeah, this is another one. I put a twisted shifter on the inside of them. Don't know if you can kind of see them really good, but I got one green skulled shifter in my little Toyota truck. You know, I mean, these things sit low and they roll. You gotta love them. You know, this one was my first drop, and this was my first lift. You know, just basically swapping them around. And, you know, I like the way this one came out. The back end is so dropped, so low, so raked. I mean, I have friends wanting to buy this car off of me, this truck off of me, and I'm like, no, this is my first. I love this truck, and, you know, I love my Chevys. But, I mean, it's easy. Like, I mean, well, then again, I can't say it's easy because it's easy for me. It might be a little difficult for you, but you know what? It don't hurt. It don't hurt to go out there, try. If you fail, well, it's learning. It's learning lessons. All this stuff is all about learning, trying new things, coming out of your, you know, getting out of your comfort zone. And this was a little out of my comfort zone because it was, for one, just time crunch for my part, because I wanted to test myself, time crunch, and then I lost the video on me building this and painting it, and a whole bunch of all kind of stuff just happened this past weekend. And you know, like my last video, I said it was kind of crazy, but you know, it's all about life, growing up, and just being an adult. But you know, I mean, if you guys got questions, you know, go ahead and leave a message below. I'll answer all of them as they come in. And if anything, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. And if you want to see more of my, you know, drop to lift, oh yeah, this is the one. This is the one that's going to be dropped. And these are the wheels from this one. So now that I did the drop to lift, now I gotta do a lift to drop. And yeah, I gotta change this paint. I mean, there's nothing wrong with red, but bruh, it's just too flat for me. It's not screaming, hey, I want this. Hey, I would drive that as a daily. It just doesn't scream it to me. But, you know, I'm going to do up some exhaust to them, paint them up. Maybe even flat out the grill. I might leave this. I might not. I don't know. I'm not too sure. I'm probably going to match and, you know, pick some rims out for them and just check them out and do something unique with it. Might even throw a motor in it, throw a blown out motor in it. You know, maybe we throw something like this in. What you think, Throw on, I mean, well, it's gonna be under the hood, but you know, throw them, have them popping out, ready for go, drop. Well, who knows? Maybe I just put one tonneau on them or something. I'm not too sure what I'm gonna do with them, but things come to me as I go. But stay tuned. I will be making a video on basically my dropping of the vehicles, and as I do my drops, I also do the same thing as I do for my lists. I do put in that little blocker thing, like I guess engine bay, back end, kind of like tire well area. I kind of block it off because I will be cutting away at like a big chunk of this, and basically just so I can sit the tires in. And when I make them low, I mean, I make my cars low to where they sit inside the wheel well. I make things just sit down. And again, this was my first one. You can see kind of through it. Yeah, because I never did it for this one. I think I did it for this one. Yeah, I mean, but again, like I said, everything's all trial by error. Gotta love it. I mean, you know, in this hobby, you learn as you go. And I'm learning. And, you know, I'm learning new tricks, new things, watching other people's videos as well. And, you know, you learn a thing or two from all of them. And, you know, I hope you learn something, a little something, get it, a little something from basically my video today. And this one is from Nucollector. This one I promised I was gonna do for you because I wanted you to kind of get, you know, so you get an understanding on how I do my list. So brother new, FYI my brother, you gotta get these. If you like lift your cars, I mean, you can do as some other brothers do, but again, if you're just trying to do a quick lift build, then go ahead, go with something like this, you know, go with one of these. If you're gonna take your time with it, paint every part, and do, you know, custom stuff, custom to where the wheels turn and steer, and maybe suspension rates and stuff like that, then, you know, then go ahead and build. I say build it from scratch, because, you know, I mean, that's how you know you got what's to work with and how to work with it. I mean, it's like pretty much building an actual real car, but miniature. But I like this way a little better. I mean, you could still always paint some details on them. You can do anything you like I mean, you just gotta have a great imagination and love what we do. I mean, I love it. Hope you guys love it. And again, thank you for joining me. Thank you for sitting there for the couple minutes that we're here to see, this build, or how I explain how I've come across making my mini trucks into a lifted mini truck, or how I will take my Silverados and I'll lift them, which again, there's this Silverado that I have sitting around with some rims in the back, is because, well, I don't know if I want to drop them on these rims, or do I want to make it touch the sky? Who knows? I don't know. Not too sure. But again, here's my final build. This is my challenge to Brada Nucollector. He accepted. Now I'm just gotta wait for him. Oh, what car will he pick? What truck will he pick? What casting will it be? I don't know. I don't know. I'm in suspense. Hopefully you guys are too, and hopefully you guys like, subscribe, not only to my channel, to Brada Nucollector as well. He is, I want to say he is an upcoming customizer, but if you've seen the video of this build off challenge, I can't even say upcoming new customizer. That Brada can customize. He gets some skills. He gets some talent. That guy, he get him. And you know what? I'm down to challenge and keep going. And he's down to challenge and keep going too, because this thing is fun. And you know what? Get online, make friends. I'm your friend. You want to challenge me? Well, let's go. I mean, it's probably not going to be as probably good as half of you guys out there, but I'm down to try. And it's the fun of it. And you gotta love the hobby. You gotta love what you do. And I love this stuff. And I hope you do too. And you know what? Again, thank you for coming. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for being here with me. Thank you for dealing with any kind and all that stuff. But you know what? Again, love and aloha. Keep smiling. Stay safe. Be safe. Treat everybody with love, because world's a nasty place out there, and we need more love than hate in this world, because it's already nasty. You guys take it easy out there. Aloha, everybody.